is a fun checkmating puzzle. Let's jump into it. So in terms of material, we can see that we are down in the starting position, a full rook and knight. In return, we only have one little pawn. We can see also that the rook on f7 is hanging. It is hanging with a check, so I think that's the first move we want to look at. But after black recaptures, here we will see, well, the knight on d8, on d1 is protected by the queen, so we cannot take that. We don't really have, we don't have any checks, which means that the black king suddenly is fairly safe. And remember, we are still down a full knight, so black is winning here. Even though black just lost a full rook, they still maintain their extra knight, and we simply don't have a good follow-up. So we have to go back to the drawing board. If the move is not pawn takes f7 with a check, well, there is one other check which is screaming to be played. We of course have control over the h-file, so queen h7 is a move you want to look at. It is a forcing move. The king is forced to step to f8. And here comes the question, how do we continue our attack here? Of course, we're once again not in time to take on f7. Black is simply going to simplify, recapture, and once again we have the same problem. We don't have a continuation here. So in this position, are there any more checks? Well, there are some queen checks. All of them appear to be queen sacrifices, but only one of them is the winning move, and that move is queen h8. And what is the piece that is going to save the day? This bishop that we hadn't talked about yet, which is looking down at the long diagonal. After queen h8, black has to capture, recaptured. The king has to step out to g7. And now the question is, well, we only have 3 pieces left. How are we going to do this? We of course want to move the knight, but we can't just move it anywhere. If we, for example, take on c6, what's the problem? Well, the problem is that the knight from d1 was looking at c1, at c3 this entire time. So here we can resign. The rook is gonna drop next. We're probably gonna get mated before the rook even drops. So the knight cannot jump anywhere because this bishop is under attack. So the knight has to jump somewhere where it also gives a check. So knight f5 is the move. Knight f5 is a discovered check. It is a double check, and it is a checkmate as well. Both checks cannot be dealt with, and the king has nowhere to go. So very well done if you found the solution to this stunning puzzle starting with queen h7.
Please do subscribe.